Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Wow. How are you doing? Anyway, taking koko kin now. Any gidi èèyàn pàtàkì. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for following us. And if you're new here, we say you welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Now question no, because that is how the time is. That people who don't pay tithe, they pay it somewhere else. Where are they paying it? Person when no pay tithe, if he head correct, he go take and do something else. Do something very tangible. He go take and do something very tangible. Person when he head correct. 31-year-old somebody just called into the show last week. She said she has started saving her tithe. That her tithe is going to be for her retirement benefits. That each month she's paying like $500 to $600. She wants to start saving that money towards her retirement. In the next 30 years, let it be there. If she doesn't spend it, her children will spend it. It will be there for her children like a fund. And somebody is telling people that paying tithes is like retainership. They are asking you about first fruits. But because he knows at a point, a time is coming, he has to collect first fruits. He is eyeing first fruits because he knows how much all these pastors make from first fruits. Every January, imagine 2,000 each. Imagine 2,000 people giving you 100,000 each. Calculate it and see how much it's going to be in January. I don't blame them. I blame their followers. I blame the seed sower. They will be the one to go and work for the seed. You are the one that will plant the seed. You are the one that will tend to the seed. You are the one that will water the seed. You are the one that will harvest the seed, but you are not the one that will chop the seed. Somebody that does not know you will sit down, that doesn't want to work, that believes there is a free money there because some people will never get smart. Because they know they will always be there. There are many out there. That person will sit down and be telling you to go and do all the work. And he will tell you, how much are you giving? After all, it's just 10%. What is 10% to what you have? Really? Then why is it so difficult for them to let go of that 10%? Why is it so difficult for them to allow people and stop manipulating brain? Why is it so difficult for them?
De mealdeal van KFC. De lekkerste meal voor de laagste prijs.
To let go of that 10%. Why are they always crying about that 10%? He said the 10% is not enough. He's a liar. 10%. Let's calculate. Let me do the calculation of 100,000 times 2,000 people. There are people that will give more. That's first fruit. Oh, he refused purposely to mention first fruit because he has his eyes on first fruits. In another 2-3 years' time, he will be campaigning for first fruits too. It's because he's just starting. He doesn't want people to stop coming. How much? 200 million. God bless you. Omolayo. Duro Toye. 200 million naira for one person in a month that did not raise his hand or lift his hand to do any work other than carry book that you can read. 200 million. You tell me somebody collect that one in January. If that person does not work throughout the year, that person is okay. The interest on the money alone is enough to take care of that person and his family. You see how smart they are. He was trying to avoid that first fruits, knowing that he's still going to collect first fruits. He knows the sweetness. He knows the sugar, the honey inside first fruits. They ask him about first fruits. He dodged first fruits. He begin do sermon of retainership, first tithes, how you need to pay tithes, how your father require your money, how your father, if he's blessing you, he needs you to give 10%. All of us as parents, even our parents, is it every month we give them money? I'm just asking. The ones that we don't have, we don't give them. Will they now curse us because we can't give? He said God said they are armed robber. That they are robbing God if they don't give. How are they robbing God? Is it God that wrote Bible or human being? Even in that Bible, if you want to look at it in the context of the Bible, let's take it from the first place tithe was mentioned after Abraham. In Deuteronomy, it says take your tithes, that 10%. He said it is yours. Take it and use it to buy anything you want, including drink, apeteshi, sapele water. He said use it to drink it, use it to buy anything that you want. If you want to say by the context of that Bible, how does 10% now comes to the something that they will be the one to collect for people and take to God? He said it is God that is spending the money. He said it is God that they are taking the money to. Which account? Which aeroplane? Where's the destination that the money is going to? Where is God located? Where is God's destination? Where's the aeroplane? The transportation? Which denomination? Is it in Naira? Which denomination are they spending? He even said Jesus is the one spending the tithes in heaven. Where did Jesus they take money buy in heaven? If they take and buy sweets, I mean they take and buy clothes. Is he taking it to buy clothes or to buy clothes, to buy food or what? And you people that you are even following the Bible, they say there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. For the law of Guinea has set you free. The old covenant, all these things they are using to hold you down, is you are not even supposed to be following it. If truly you are saved, you are free. You say you are free and to come and hold you down to benefit his family because they don't want to work. You will never ask question. You will never ask question and go back to that same Bible they are using to quote and talk to you. Which shows that many of you don't even read it. Many of us in those days, including me, because he never tell when myself know about that Deuteronomy, it made sense to me. They say, and we have been giving these people money. We have been sowing seed. They will collect tithes. He no go do them. They will collect offering. He no go do them. They will collect first fruits. He no go do them. They will still now have special program. Special program to still have extra money. Níbi tí wọ́n jẹ́ ọ̀lẹ alápá má ṣiṣẹ́ dé. Wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe iṣẹ́ kankan. He wants to leave inheritance for his own children too. But unfortunately, he can never get the kind of inheritance Baba Kini has. Oyedepo, let him do sermon from Monday to Sunday. Let him not rest because I see he doesn't rest anymore. Let him do sermon from Monday to Sunday. Let him go from one country to the other. A kàn sick ìdànù ni. A kàn parẹ́ ìdànù. Because he's running around at an age where he's supposed to be resting. 65 is the age of retirement. He's running around at 65. He wants to be going from one state to the other to be preaching just because he wants to collect his own share from the people, from the marketers. The omugos. I waiting one call them. They call them the seed sower. The people where they plant seed, when no one chop from the seed. When one person say 10% is nothing, that 10% keep it somewhere for the next 10 years and see how much it will bring to you. You can imagine the kind they ask you about first fruits is talking about tithes. Because that tithe is very necessary for him now. No matter what comes in every month, that is his own salary. Every month.
Als je een kindje krijgt, moet je ineens zoveel keuzes maken. En je wilt het goed doen, want voor jouw kindje wil je het allerbeste. Daarom zijn onze newborn luiers gemaakt van ultrazachte materialen. Kruidvat newborn luiers. Altijd de beste luiers voor een babyprijsje.
So he has to emphasize on that tithes because that is where his eyes are. He retired without benefits. He retired without pension. You know when you retire, for people working abroad, you have your 401k and your social benefits will be collecting monthly. He doesn't have that. So he has his eyes on that. Monthly something must come in. Every month. Okereju, bó ṣe wà yẹn, the 3 million he was collecting as salary before, he has to collect and double it. So his eyes is on that tithe. That was why when they were asking him about first fruit, he jumped into tithes. What has tithes got to first fruit that they ask you? And I said, I don't want to talk about tithes. I don't want to talk about first fruits now. I will talk about it when I have conviction about it. Can you see? When I tell you that what they tell you is according to their needs. When they come preaching to you that there is a special program, it is according to their need. When I tell you, Deborah don't talk am. Her statements na pure evidence. Say God of men, they use church members' money, get inheritance for their children. Before uncle, I have always told you that they are coming to you. Whatever they tell you, God said, is according to their need. When they have a need, you can see, he said, when I have conviction about first fruits, even the tithe he was mentioning, he never mentioned anywhere specifically in the Bible, except Malachi. He never mentioned anywhere specifically, except Malachi. He said, when I'm convinced about first fruits. So that means when I have had those people, if I grab them under my armpits, I know I have them fully in my grip, then I can talk about first fruits. When I know whatever I say, when I know they listen to me, for now, his feet are shaking. He doesn't have steady members yet. He has members who are still like, should I stay here? Should I go back to where I'm coming from? Let me watch what is going on here. Let me see if I can stay with him. Those are the members he has for now. So he cannot really talk. So for the past something years that he has been with Oyedepo, he does not have conviction about first fruits. He said, let me have conviction. When is he going to have the conviction? When he has the people under his feet. When he has them under his grab. When he knows that he's in control of their lives. The way his Oga is in control of the lives of the people under him. And that is why the people under his Oga, after he has collected offering and tithe and everything, and capital, covenant offering and everything, he can come out at this dispensation. We don't borrow. We don't need anybody's money. God has been doing it. God has been the one to provide. So God is raining money from heaven. The God that is raining money from the heaven to them, why can't that God rain money on top of the members too? And let them be at least close to, not so the same, and somehow close to their Oga, to their pastors. They don't have to be as rich as him, at least close. Close. Why? The tithe is more important. They are asking him for first fruits. He's talking about tithes. He said it's more like a retainership thing. It's more like retainership. He said he's been paying tithes since 1979. You are paying tithes since 1979, and you ended up looking like a civil servant of grade 5 or grade 6, like a school teacher, where they no pay well. You have been paying tithe. So that means the tithe you have been paying, that you are asking people to pay. It can't change their lives the way it has not changed your own lives. The tithe, if the tithe does not change your own life, how will it change the lives of the members under you, especially at this dispensation where there is recession, there is hardship all over the world, where living is not as easy. In those days, when he was talking, living was much cheaper and easier. Contentment was there. Life was much more comfortable and peaceful. Now, at this dispensation, where if you have 1 or 2 children, you go see Chege Pro Max before you train them. Now, in the talk, say, in the pay tithes. In the pay tithes since how many years? Almost 50 years ago, you've been paying tithes, and you ended up like a common civil servant wey no get plenty money. While your Oga that was collecting the money, and this is where we keep talking to the people paying it. Look at yourself. This is a perfect example of wastage. This is a waste. You are only using your life to build the life of another man. Look at this person that is asking for people's tithe again. Look at the life he has lived. How many years he said he has been paying tithe. The same man that paid tithe for almost 50 years. His life did not change. He has to still be struggling to train his children and everything. He's today asking you to pay tithe. That paying that tithe will change your own life. Why can't that tithe change his own life the way it has changed his Oga's life? It will never change it. The only person that gets blessed from collection is the one collecting the money. Hello? Pay tithe from now till tomorrow. And the life will change drastically. That can become a billionaire. From paying, collecting, or doing anything with tithe is the person receiving it, which is your pastor. And that is why somebody like Korede Komaya, at his age, how old is he? Ẹ wo nǹkan tóun náà ti ní. Kí ló lóun jẹ́ the other guy too. Look at the manipulation he now tried to use. He said why people don't want to be paying tithe is because of poor management. No accountability. At least it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you have to call all the church, the elders of the church. You give accounts. This is how much we make. Now so then they start. Don't answer him. That is the style they always use when they start. They will be giving accounts. They will be showing you. The day the money starts increasing and become big money, now by style, the way they fought Baba Oyedepo, now about 14 people start with him. How many of them remain? Nobody. By the time correct money start coming in, they will start leaving, taking away everyone that can challenge them or ask them questions until it will now become Abioye and Wife Enterprises or Abioye and Sons Enterprises. Now so then they take style. Say they will give accounts. They will give accounts. They will give accountability. By the time he sees say correct money, bem gidi tin wọlé. Okay, I should block Sulaiman Muhammad. Okay, mo ti gbọ́ mà. Ẹ jẹ́ bá mi fi reddit sí kíní ẹ̀. Ẹ bá mi fi reddit sí comment ẹ̀ tẹ́ bá rí mà. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ àǹtí tẹ́ bá rí comment ẹ bá mi fi reddit sí. Kẹ́ comment sábẹ́. Ẹ bá mi comment sábẹ́ mà. You are in charge. Ẹni tẹ́ bá ti ní kí n block ni. Sorry, wọ́n ní kí n block èèyàn kan bí. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀ pé ó ṣáà ti ń stress yín, ẹ ṣáà jẹ́ kí n mọ̀. Ká rọra block wọn dànù. Mo fẹ́ wo comment ẹ̀ nù. Tí n bá ṣe tán mà, ẹ bá mi comment sábẹ́. Abioye, ẹni ẹlẹ́ni, ònìyàn olénìyàn. Ó mọ̀ pé harvest plenty. The fruits are plenty. The seed sowers are plenty. Ẹni ẹlẹ́ni ya wò pé kí ni? I have to chop my mood. He look, where do I want to start from? Kí n block ẹ̀? Okay. Seconded. Done. Before he will start dumping them. After he don't use them, reach one stage, he will start dumping them gradually. Tó bá rí pé òun ti arrive. Anyway, I see the video. I say make we listen to it together. Make una come hear wetin man dey talk. He say accountability, transparency. How many pastors dey transparent? How many pastors dey with the people wey they start with? How many of them? How many? Okay, somebody said I was with Catholic. They help paying some of my bills and I'm not a member. Catholic helps. I know Catholic helps. Catholic man, even they pay people's hospital bills here too. Man help, money charity too strong. They have good charity that is very strong. I want Naija pastor because some of our customers are poor. Some of we call poor. Oyinbo church, they just put their something there. They won't talk about tithe. They won't talk. At least I've gone to their church, BMA local. They won't talk on church tithe. They won't talk on offering. They will just preach. By they finish, they keep the box there. If you have food, if you don't have food, don't put. When you are even going out, you will still carry food. Nigerian church, Nigerian pastors, Monire, Nigerian pastory, only accountability, poor management. Credibility. Is there any Nigerian pastor that is credible? Is there any Nigerian pastor that is transparent? Is there any Nigerian pastor that is accountable? That gives accounts? Talk about false fruits. You are going another dimension. Talk about false fruits. You say you are not convicted. And you have been with a ministry that has been collecting false fruits for people for decades. You have been part of the people, whether it is you or not, you were part of the key player of a church that has been collecting false fruits over the years from people. It now comes to you because you know you are still going to collect. You want to collect. Collection is the reason why you decided to go. Say you are not going until you make your own.